Welcome to this exploration of the Israel-Palestine conflict, a multifaceted struggle that has spanned decades, shaped the Middle East, and captured the world's attention. We stand on the precipice of a complex narrative, steeped in history and laced with political, religious, and cultural intricacies. A story of two peoples bound by a shared geography and torn apart by diverging narratives. Today, we'll delve into the historical roots, key events, and ongoing complexities that define this enduring conflict. To truly grasp the Israel-Palestine conflict, we must journey back to the late 19th century. It was a time of change, a time of shifting ideologies. A significant ideology that emerged was Zionism. This movement, primarily composed of Jews from Eastern Europe, sought to establish a homeland for the Jewish people. Their quest was fueled by centuries of persecution and the yearning for a place where they could live freely and openly as Jews. This desire for a Jewish homeland found support in the form of the Balfour Declaration. Issued by the British government in 1917, it expressed Britain's support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. This marked a significant turning point, shifting the Zionist aspiration from a dream into a tangible political goal. The following decades saw an influx of Jewish immigrants into Palestine, which was then under British control. This immigration sparked tensions between the incoming Jewish communities and the existing Arab population, who viewed the increasing Jewish presence as a threat to their own national aspirations. In a bid to address these tensions, the United Nations proposed a partition plan in 1947. This plan recommended the creation of separate Jewish and Arab states within Palestine. The Jewish leadership accepted the plan, seeing it as a path towards their long-sought Jewish state. However, the Arab leadership rejected the proposal, viewing it as an infringement upon their rights. And so, the stage was set for a series of conflicts that would shape the region for decades to come. The Jewish leadership accepted, but the Arab leadership rejected the plan, setting the stage for a series of conflicts. The declaration of the State of Israel in 1948 triggered the Arab-Israeli War. This conflict was not merely a clash of armies, but a complex interplay of national aspirations, territorial disputes, and human tragedy. The newly formed Israeli forces and the military coalitions of several Arab states, including Egypt, Syria, and Jordan, engaged in a fierce battle that reverberated far beyond the borders of the contested land. The war ended in 1949, but the wounds it inflicted were far from healed. One of the most lasting and painful consequences was the mass exodus of Palestinians from their homes. Hundreds of thousands fled or were expelled during the conflict, their lives uprooted, their futures uncertain. They found themselves in refugee camps in neighboring Arab countries, the Gaza Strip, and the West Bank. Their dreams of return kept alive in the keys and deeds they carried with them, symbols of the homes they left behind. This mass displacement of Palestinians is remembered as the Nakba, or catastrophe. It is a seminal event in Palestinian history, a poignant reminder of a homeland lost, and a source of enduring trauma and resentment. The Nakba continues to shape the Palestinian narrative and fuels the ongoing struggle for self-determination and justice. This event, known as the Nakba or catastrophe, remains a focal point of Palestinian identity and a source of deep-seated grievance. The Six-Day War in 1967 further altered the landscape. A dramatic chapter in the Israel-Palestine conflict, it was marked by a swift and stunning display of military prowess from Israel. Facing threats from neighboring Arab states, Israel decided to launch preemptive strikes. Within just 6 days, they managed to gain control of a significant amount of territory. This included the West Bank, a region notable for its historical and cultural significance, and East Jerusalem, a city revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. The Gaza Strip, a densely populated area along the Mediterranean, also fell under Israeli control, as well as the Golan Heights, a strategic high ground bordering Syria. The aftermath of the war saw a shift in the geopolitical dynamics of the region. Israel's victory and subsequent occupation of these territories not only expanded the physical boundaries of the state, but also brought a large Palestinian population under its control. This occupation, however, was met with international criticism and was a source of grievance for the Palestinians. It intensified hostilities, as many Palestinians felt dispossessed and subjugated. This in turn laid the foundation for enduring tensions, shaping the course of the Israel-Palestine conflict in the years to come. The occupation of these territories intensified hostilities and laid the foundation for enduring tensions. Efforts towards peace gained traction in the late 20th century, culminating in the Oslo Accords of the 1990s. These significant agreements between the Israel government and the Palestine Liberation Organization were designed to set a framework for resolving the conflict. The Oslo Accords proposed a phased withdrawal of Israeli forces from parts of the Gaza Strip and West Bank, and the establishment of a Palestinian Authority to govern these areas. This was seen as a major step towards the realization of a two-state solution. However, subsequent years were fraught with challenges. Both sides accused the other of non-compliance, with instances of violence undermining the peace process. However, the subsequent years witnessed setbacks, with both sides accusing the other of non-compliance and violence persisting. Today, the Israel-Palestine conflict remains deeply entrenched, with ongoing disputes over borders, settlements, and the status of Jerusalem. The situation is further complicated by internal politics and external influences, creating a labyrinth of challenges that defy simple solutions. Yet hope persists. Dialogues continue, peace initiatives emerge, and voices for reconciliation echo. As we look to the future, understanding the historical complexities and acknowledging the narratives of both Israelis and Palestinians is crucial for fostering empathy and working towards a peaceful resolution.